Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're following me and you're new to my channel and you stumbled upon it today for whatever reason it may be, I welcome you with open arms. I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health awareness and sharing my life stories with Aspergers Syndrome, OCD and the like, along with some tips and advice along the way, as well as hopefully some words of encouragement to lighten up your day, filling up with messages of hope and encouragement no matter where you're at in your life. So as we go to my section, obviously at this point of time, I'm talking about basically some of the autism related topics as well as hopefully some other everyday topics that's coming close to my heart to share with you all. And hopefully within this that you guys will give and take, respect what I have to share, hopefully regardless what it will be, because as I know some of it may be nitty-gritty, but it needs to be shared regardless what it may be, so to speak, so that we can gain a better understanding and remove the stigma and stereotyping, be it through mental health and awareness versus just removing our way of thinking of, you know, it doesn't happen to us or whatever it may be that we may think in our mindset. So this one's basically all about how to help your autistic child. These are broken down into 4 steps basically, so therefore hopefully you're liking these if you're just following them and whatnot or just what have you. So give me like full support and engagement so far that you're liking these videos so that I can continue on, even though that is my main aim of it all for my channel, to, you know, spread awareness or, you know, create an awareness and understanding, removing that stigma and stereotyping, which I have already fulfilled one of my aims and goals on my channel, so to speak. So let's begin this. This is part 4 of how to help your autistic child. So as we know, basically this one's called adjusting your attitude towards the child. Number 1, recognize that autism is a lifelong condition. Your child will always be autistic, even right through to when they grow up to becoming an adult. This doesn't mean they will be miserable or that they will have a terrible life or what have you, or whatever you want to wish upon them. There are many autistic people who grow into happy autistic adults. They don't have to be normal in order to have a good life or normal to fit into the world's norms of what they should be doing in life. Number 2, quit measuring yourself and your child against other families. Your child is different, yeah, for sure. So it is okay if they aren't talking as much as, here, say, your brother George next door, or reading chapter books like Annie is down the street. Autistic kids will follow their own timeline and follow their own way of living on how they go about with their life. This doesn't mean that they're a bad parent, however, or that either one of you is a failure, just to bear in mind. You are raising your child and they are different, not everyone else is. So you don't have to do what they are doing. Make goals that is based upon building your child's where they are already in life, not where the developmental timeline say where they should be. This might mean getting chapter books for your 6-year-old or teaching your 14-year-old to type. Number 3, teach your child about autism as early as possible. If you delay telling them, they may think that there is something to be scared or afraid of, or even ashamed of. Tell them early on and expect them to have multiple conversations with you over time. Use an open and factual tone of voice to indicate that autism is nothing to be scared of or isn't bad at all. Frame it in terms of strengths as well as their needs. For example, autism is why loud noise does bother you and transitions are so hard for you. It's also why you know so much about cats and dogs and you love nature so much. It is hard parts and fun parts. 4, have the attitude that you're in for the long haul. There will always be days when your child will do well and some days they may struggle and have their meltdowns to perform the skills and tasks that is needed before they could do it before. Don't be forever discouraged. Sometimes finding out what isn't working can be as beneficial in the long run as to what finding out that does work for you and that child, so you know what to avoid and what to continue on, so on and so forth. Number 5, learn from autistic teen adults. Obviously, what teen and adults are like, they can offer you advice if you don't know what to do about your child smearing peanut butter all over the floor or crying at birthday parties. Many of them went through the same stages as children and can offer a first-person perspective on what it was like for them. They can tell you what worked for them, what didn't, and then what you may like to need to know. The hashtag actually autistic is for an autistic people to write things which non-autistics may read. And the hashtag, obviously, you may have heard him come about. Hashtag asking autistic is where anyone can post questions for autistic people to answer. Watching them can also give you an idea of what your child may look like as an adult. Number 6, trust your instincts about how your child is treated. You know your child is better than anyone else. You have experienced reading and learning their body language, and you can tell when something is upsetting them or too far outside their comfort zone. If you think that a specialist isn't treating your child well, take yourself seriously. Bad therapies do exist, however. Therapy shouldn't be grueling or painful work. If it often results in tears and frustration with your child, you have the right to feel concerned. If a therapist is making you uncomfortable, tells you not to trust yourself, or bars you from seeing the therapy, this isn't deemed okay. If you feel concerned about your child while they're being upset in therapy, this is valid. Your instincts do matter, and a therapist should respect these instincts as well as your feelings and child's alone. It is okay to decline a certain type of therapy or to decide to see a different therapist to best fit for your child. Last but not least, love your child. You are the model of what others will think and believe in about your child. If you treat your child with kindness and respect, others will do the same, and your child will grow up feeling like a complete and worthwhile person. It is perfectly fine to explain to someone that your child is autistic, but never apologize for it or even make excuses for that child. Your child is lovable, autism or norm. So this quickly ends basically the last part of how to help your autistic child. Give me the like for thumbs up for support, comment below. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Feel free to turn on the notification bell so you know what is up to with Aspie. Feel free to share these videos around to family and friends. And all for the do, guys. Thanks for support, thanks for watching. Do what you love what you do. Until next time, when Aspie sees you, have a great day.